show me live this time. Alright, I think we finally freaking have it. Been trying to go live. How's it going? How's it going? Let me turn the camera around and we'll go for a little drive or something. Guys, how y'all feel about that? Make sure this thing ain't about to fall off on it either. Oh, it is 26 degrees, snowing. We're live, and it is South Mississippi, so not something you think you would see, but it is snowing, pouring down here. Tried using this DJI. I couldn't get it figured out. The dock is in. We're here, and it's very cold. It is not my preferred type of weather, but we are here. Wanted to come out here. You know, I was like, well, when can I ever get a video of some traffic lights in the snow? And that is very, very rare around here. So definitely got to do it. All right, would get out, but it's real cold. Y'all want to go for a little drive? We'll go check out some other traffic lights and see how they're doing around town. Loop around, come back through, and we'll just chit chat while we do so and drive real slow and real careful. Should almost put the truck in 4 high, but I don't know if it's necessary right now at the moment. Trust me guys, eyes on the road the entire time. Somebody's behind me. Let's go straight for the time being. Real poor conditions out here. Wouldn't recommend being on the road. Try to make sure y'all stay up and level. Would not recommend being on the road. But you know, we got to do it for entertainment purposes. Come on, GoPro. I really wish I could have got that DJI camera to work on this guy. But either or, let's get to it. Making a little move for it. Hopefully today we're not doing much work, obviously. We're trying to stay off the roads in general, and that's what we're doing. As you can see, none of us are out working. If traffic lights go down right now, then they're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. And I don't even think it gets above freezing. It's not really supposed to for the rest of the day and tonight, so maybe Thursday before we really do anything. Do I like the new camera that I got? I was just trying to use it for this live, and I couldn't tell if I was going live on this account or, well, I don't know, I couldn't figure it out. The issue with it is the GoPro, the ease of use when I transfer video files over from the GoPro to my phone is so much better than the DJI. I think they have some updates and it's supposed to get compatible sooner or later, so I'm hopeful. But it almost makes it where I don't want to use it unless it's nighttime outside. It's great on the low light, but outside of that, it's been more of a pain to use because I got to save each video one by one instead of just hitting a button, and then it saves everything in order like the GoPro does to my phone. But either or, this ain't about cameras today. We're trying to go look at some traffic lights in the snow. Eyes on the road the whole time. My phone is at a good area to be visible. Where my eyes are still on the road. And we're not going much faster than 30 miles an hour today. We try to do a U-turn or get somewhere where we can do a U-turn because I want to be headed back into Ocean Springs instead of into Goshen. I wouldn't work in these conditions. Good thing we're not today, at least. Yesterday I had to. Y'all saw the video on that. It was pretty cold yesterday as well, but nowhere near as bad as this. This is Arctic right now. So maybe we'll capture a couple funny, cool things or whatever on the live. Man. yeah, no, I went out, I made a little video, the short that I made earlier. I was like, man, that's enough being outside right now. I could be wrong. I thought that was gonna be a place to turn around. This is, man, nobody's using it. This is the first time. This may be one of the worst ones we've had in a hot minute. It's every few years we get, and by few, like every 5-6 years, we get some snow on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And it's typically ice and just more ice that comes down. This is actual snow, and it is a lot of it. And the entire day it's supposed to be snowing. So, pretty much good luck. We're going to be, you know, the whole Mississippi Gulf Coast is pretty much going to be shut down because of this. And well doing so. Up north, they're ready for it. Houston, yeah, I know y'all everywhere on the south side's been coming through a good snowstorm. And yes, sir, we're live. Y'all stay safe and everything. Definitely in Houston. I know y'all have a lot more bridges and stuff that y'all just have to use to travel, and it gets bad quick there when stuff starts to ice over. So stay safe, stay home for the most part. And you know, same as here, it gets rough. Nobody has anything, nobody's equipped for this kind of weather around here. That's why they put sand out instead of salt, which just doesn't do the jobs. All the bridges get shut down right away, which they already are around us. We weren't expecting snow until almost 11 o'clock, which is right now. And at the moment it started snowing, we got up around 6-7 o'clock, and it was already snowing. So, yep, it's gonna be a day, winter weather. I don't even know if anything, I'm pretty sure everything's been shutting down around us. Even the casinos, you know, it gets pretty rough when the casinos do. God forbid the Waffle House is closed down, though. Then this apocalypse happening. How's it going, Jaquan? Forsaken, Matt, everybody? I'll make sure to hit the like button. Oh, definitely cold too. It's not enjoyable to be outside. Same with up north, I'd assume, but we don't get like dry weather, so you almost feel the moment you stick, you know, any part of you outside, it almost feels like it gets a little wet and ices over immediately because of just how the air is around here in the south. It's always real humid, and yeah, kind of clearly see that. For sure, trying my best to stay warm. Definitely going to try our best to stay safe. Sure, there'll be a good amount of accidents and incidents in the road, but we're going to manage to get past all that. You see, visibility, everything with these traffic signals, while we approach this traffic light, one, it's already hard to tell lane lines in the snow, but just, guys, y'all got to be using some extreme caution when traveling on the roadways. As you can see, you're barely able to see the traffic signals until you get up to the stop bar, and then I doubt we get enough snowfall that would cover any indications around us, but in other places you do get that, where you need to be aware of not only the approach you're pulling up on, but the ones around you too, because other people on the side streets, they may not see the indications and they just think they get the light, or that it's stop and go, and it's not when you have a green. But it's better to just play it safe, you know, use a lot of caution, slow down on the roads, don't go on the roads if you ain't got to. It is negative 25 in northern Illinois where you're at, dude. That's insane. I wouldn't step foot outside. I didn't want to step foot outside today, but I was like, man, there's almost not another chance I'll get in this YouTube time that I have that I'll be able to come out, make some videos of traffic lights in the snow, or just make some videos and go live like we're doing here with the snow. Lived down in Florida by Tampa all year, living in the AC, and I'd start sweating. Man, yeah. I don't know, Matt, y'all may be getting some of this here shortly. My sister, she lives in Pensacola, though. I know that's a little bit further. That's closer to us than Tampa, but I want to say they're starting to get it now. thing. Ooh, just got a public safety alert that says all roads and bridges in Mobile County and City of Mobile should be considered impassable until further notice. They're asking the general public to be advised the roads and bridges are becoming impassable and the travel should be suspended or delayed. Only emergency vehicles should travel on county roads and bridges until further notice. So there we go. We just got Mobile County. That's over in Alabama, somewhat close. They are already shutting down all of their roads. They have more bridges than we do as well. We got a lot, but our interstate travel probably shut down too. But we have less on our interstate travel than places like Mobile and Houston. Saw somebody else say they were from Houston. But our bigger bridges are already been shut down. So either or, we're gonna manage through. We're gonna be just going through Ocean Springs. Maybe we'll hit the beach. I don't even know. Well, there's some ways to get to it, so it should be good. But not very often do you get to come out and experience all this. So let's just not wreck the truck. I don't want to have to explain that to work by any means. And I think we're good to go. Did a one-day transition from winter to summer, vice versa too. That's both. It will be, you know, I can almost bet in like 3 days from now it'll be 80 degrees outside again. Man, it's cool though. It's neat. This is unique. This is not something you see ever down here in the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yeah, hey, y'all please be safe out there. Kansas City, bro, dude, Kansas City, y'all have more winter time than y'all do summertime. I always say down here on the coast, you know, we get 2 hard months of winter, where it's like fall and winter combined, of getting like cold weather, and then or maybe a month or 2 of just crappy rain all the time at the beginning of fall, and then the rest of summer. Springtime and summer, same thing. What's nice about it though, sometimes during the winter, majority of the time during the winter, we'll have like sunny and 75-degree temperature, and it's like perfect temperatures throughout the year. The best temperatures that you can possibly get be down here during the winter time, and not this. But as you can see today, we are traveling on some snowy roads. See, it probably turned. It's actually better because the temps were supposed to get higher. We're supposed to go above freezing, which would have melted a lot of this, and then it was going to drop right back down to below freezing and would have created a lot of black ice and ice in the roads. But I don't think that's going to happen now. It's just going to be below freezing. That's right, tornadoes in the winter time. We get it. Pretty much anything and everything down here on the Gulf Coast, besides something like this, but we're getting it today, which is cool. Guy trying to get behind me. So he's got to make it to Walmart. I don't think he's gonna. I don't even know if Walmart's open anymore. I'm sure if they haven't already, they need to. I don't think anybody should be really out and about and working in this stuff. A little more traffic going on around here than expected though. There's a dude in a bicycle behind me. My goodness, he's going faster than we are too. It's an intersection up here they just recently did. We didn't win it. Lamy Electric did. The Aldi's that's on the corner to the right, they put out the bid and they funded the entire traffic intersection, and then just had to have MDOT do the spec and design. But because of that, it wasn't necessarily an MDOT job, and it wasn't an open bid. They just kind of got lucky. The contractor that did this intersection got lucky. They got contacted by Aldi's first. They gave them a number. Aldi's was happy with it, and they came out and did the work and never got a second quote. So we didn't get a bid for this one, but it would have been nice to get. And now we're seeing it in the snow. Cool. out here, I will say, so when you have cameras and radars and stuff, you start getting dense snowfall and fog and stuff like that, you'll start having issues with vehicle detection. Some of the stuff we may see here getting a little sideways, I'll say that. May put the truck in 4 high here momentarily. Do the best we can not to get in any kind of accident or incident. Really should have put the truck in 4 high already. Try to find a good time to stop here shortly and do so, because we are sliding. I'm not trying to slide into a ditch. That parking lot's just empty. Was one thing I did 62. Why does our company not do the specs and design? We do sometimes. The state will, it'll typically be one of my bosses, pretty much the person that founded the company I work for and started it. They'll reach out to him and they'll do some design stuff, but then it's also up to, it's their roads, and they own the roads and everything, all the highways and everything in the state. The Department of Transportation will. So they have to meet the spec or their spec and then or go above it, and they'll do the designs typically. Now sometimes on the county roads and different things like that, or when city jobs come up, we'll do the design. That's more in them city jobs where they don't have engineers that will do it for them. But anytime you get on like highways or state-owned roads, you'll typically have the state engineers design the projects. If not, they'll pull in an engineering firm and do it. While a city, depending on their funding, sometimes they'll get an engineering firm that will come out and they'll design the project, or you know, the contractor, they'll just tell us what they want and we'll come up with the design then. Still not getting any snow yet there in Georgia. It's coming. I think it's staying kind of south, honestly. I think Jackson wasn't even supposed to get snow today. I'm sure they may a little bit, but I think a lot of it's staying south, which is good. I get, you know, less people that have to deal with it, I guess. But I know a lot of people want it as well. I know my kids and everybody, they were super excited to get up today to come see the snow. And guys, very necessary to be light on the brakes, light on the gas. Still ain't had a good time to put the truck in 4 high yet. About to do so now. Oop, I say I'm about to do so now. Not about to, because we just got a green light. Oh man, that manhole cover is wide open there at that traffic light. I got my tools too. Honestly, the screw's probably frozen too, but hopefully it doesn't build up a lot of snow inside of that cover and cause any kind of issues. Worst part about this, you can't really see the lane lines or anything, so. But everybody's using their best judgment, and everybody's going like less than 20 miles an hour, it looks like. So far, so good. Do you know if it's true the traffic lights in Florida have a wire that runs under the pavement where the white lines are? So that's called an inductive loop, and those are popular everywhere, not just Florida. They're becoming less popular and getting replaced a lot with cameras, radars, and other kind of vehicle detection. But they'll coil up a copper cable in the road, and that will create an electromagnetic field. And it's connected to an amplifier back at the traffic signal cabinet. And as your vehicle pulls over that copper cable or that coil, it will disrupt that magnetic field, and that amplifier will read it, that there's a disruption, know that a vehicle is present, and then put a call inside of the controller for you to get a green light. So that's how inductive loops work, and that's what they do to trigger their traffic lights. But Florida has recently been getting real big on grid smart. I've seen a lot of grid smart cameras around Florida now, and that's going to be a single, it's not a PTZ, but it's a fisheye lens camera that will pick up multiple approaches at one time, and then you program it all up and put it in that. I've installed a handful, and I like dealing with those too. Those are super user-friendly, easy software to use. There's a little bit of competition with those. Temple's popping out Curex cameras and different stuff now, trying to promote and sell those, which is real close to what a grid smart camera is, but there's no software, dedicated software to the Curex camera. These are some thick snow. See, I haven't really ever gotten snow this thick in Mississippi in my lifetime, almost, I want to say. So these are like, this is actual snow. Usually it will sleet, ice, and just create like icy problems everywhere. Well, those Curex cameras, again, don't have a dedicated software to it, so you'll trick it, you'll fake it like it's 4 different cameras on the processor. Using one camera, and you angle, and it's a fisheye lens, and you pretty much take a picture of each approach, and then you fake it as a, 4 different approaches on the hardware side of it, and you'll set it up and program it on that. How much does an M60 cost? The Simmons Unique Traffic, which is like their sub brand or whatever now for the traffic department. An M60 is around $4,000. I think we quote like $4,200 for the install, and getting the controllers like a little over $3,500. So yeah, around that range, about $4,000 though by the time somebody goes and installs it and puts it in. So a little bit more. It all depends on competition. We used to charge like $4,500 for a new controller, but one of our competitors somehow has been bidding out those for like less than $4,000, whether they just had some in stock or whatever. But it is hard to, it's competition. It's not hard to compete, but once we start seeing their bid tabs and where they've gotten cheaper at, and then we gotta try to match them or get cheaper on different things to, stay in business. Some other traffic lights, a lot of traffic lights will actually run on timers. And by timers, that you're not actually talking about like a clock in there or something like that. That's real old school, where we kind of have something like that set up, like an actual timer, but it's on the traffic signal controller. And even ones with detection will have a timer of a minimum amount of time. One will stay green, a maximum amount of time, the reds, the yellows, the whole 9 yards. All of that will be set up on the controller. But when you don't have vehicle detection, then it's just going to hold in calls everywhere. So it's going to max out each cycle of the intersection. Each phase of the intersection is just going to get maxed out over and over again. Kind of like what's happening here. These cameras are starting to have issues with the snow and everything, so you're starting to, which we just got green, but you're starting to have extended red lights because the other approaches are getting a green light when no vehicles are present, because it's picking up all this snow and it's considering it a vehicle. It's having issues. This is where like loops are great at, they really don't have these kind of weather issues that cameras and radars would, but then you have other issues with loops being in the road. If you don't have good asphalt, this is where your issues become. Hello from Gulfport, Mississippi at Turtle Creek subdivision. Stay safe out there. I'm sure you're enjoying the weather. Again, this is very rare down here, so when we do get it, people enjoy it. Everybody loves it. I'm about to say, Facebook this morning, I'm sure you saw a million posts of people getting snow and wanting it. Really want to kick this thing into 4 high, then we can speed a little bit. I say speed, I don't want to speed either, but do not want to be slipping as much. I think it was last year, or I believe maybe last year, we had, oh, definitely locked in right there. Just got into 4 high. But last year we were up in Columbus, Mississippi when we had a snowstorm up there, and ice here, this coming down. It wasn't really snow, it was just like ice pellets and sleet. And it goes down every there on drive. It took, Columbus is already like 4.5 hours, close to 5 hours north, maybe. But it took 8 hours getting home, driving back. Meridian was like a crap show. Man, they have a good amount of bridges coming across on their interstate systems and everything. You know, there's wrecks going on and everything else was closed down. They stayed open for a little bit while we were coming across because they just had no like public, you know, input on going on what was going to happen and everything freezing up. So they weren't prepared for it, and it took them a hot minute to shut everything down. And when they were trying to, there was already too many people on the road to really shut down everything through Meridian. But there was a bunch of accidents that we had to deal through, and it took a while to come through. Is your truck not shift on the fly? Most rigs these days can shift to 4-wheel drive without stopping. To 4-high, probably. I just ain't. Maybe I'm just old school on that. Always had older vehicles and 4-wheel drive trucks and stuff where you don't want to be moving. Now I know for 4 low, you got to put it in neutral, and then I think it even cuts your limit to how fast you can go. But 4 high, you're typically good to be running like 45 miles an hour, and makes turning a little bit harder. Fort Bayou and OS Bridge, yeah, we're coming up close to those, and I know they're closed down. Probably hang a left at the downtown district there, and we'll just go across Washington in 90. Dude, oh, okay, that is you, babe. All right. I thought somebody else was about to say they were making taco soup for this, and I was like, dude, that's what we're doing tonight. But that's my wife saying she got the taco soup going on and ready. Look at this place, is just covered. Good. I hope y'all are watching on the TV, babe. I'm sure the kids want to see the roads. Probably sitting there jealous right now, but I don't really want them out on this either. Just change the tires, man. Yeah, y'all still got to work. Same with us. If there was big enough emergencies and everything, we'd probably be out. Maybe not on this as much. We'd probably be waiting until tomorrow. I'm like halfway in one road and halfway in the other, just trying to follow the lines that other people have done. Kind of want to go. I think that's a cop right there, but about to follow that man. He's going the way I want to go. Dang, there ain't a lot of traffic, so you almost do whatever you want in the road. Oh, they shut down downtown. I can see they got barricades already going on, so. Well, wanted to show you that. I actually wanted to get out and walk that a little bit. This is gonna be where it's gonna be hard to turn around at because I'm in 4-wheel drive, but ooh, a little clunking. I'm sure the CVX will like that. I was a little too much out for it. And y'all definitely stay safe out there. I hope y'all are enjoying the live a little bit. I know it's not very typical. I'm sure y'all would like me working on the traffic light right now on this, but honestly, I don't want to get out of the truck. And y'all don't forget to hit the like button and everything too. Should get more stuff out on the screen. Oh, my sister actually just texted and said there's no snow there in Pensacola yet, so it's a bummer. But Mississippi Gulf Coast, we got plenty of it if y'all want any. We need some snow plows. Anybody out there doing that today? I doubt down here. Yeah, as long as you aren't spinning, you should be good in high range. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, and turning's about the only issue on that part, but besides that, U-turn and a left turn will hang center letter, will be good on it. I wonder, I mean, there's some businesses still open. Is that tattoo shop open for real? So I get the traffic light doctor logo tattooed on myself. What should we do? What kind of content ideas can I do for that? Started snowing down here really bad, man. Y'all stay safe. I thought you were up in East Street, man. I forget where yours showed. I thought you were already up north a little bit though, where maybe you'd get something like this a little more often. Man, we can make some snowmen around here in these parking lots and everything. Hell, we hit up a big enough parking lot and two-wheel drive, bring it back to childhood. We had a snowstorm like this in 2015, I believe. And that was fun when I was younger. We had the trucks and everything, but went through like the Walmart parking lots and stuff, just doing donuts and drinking beer and having fun. Don't do that stuff, you know, be safe out there, but do it for the vine. Let's bring it back. Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, I was gonna say Michigan. That's where I was pretty sure you were at. I feel like that's freezing all the time, but I could be wrong. I know you get up north, those areas, and y'all. Well, though, granted, you're saying that snow down up there is real bad. You're talking about a blizzard or something, and I'm sure y'all dealt with those issues. I know one came through a few weeks ago between like Pennsylvania, maybe Illinois, and just the middle America areas that I think the Weather Channel was even saying like, oh, you don't need to expect snow until this time, and they kept pushing it off and didn't say it was going to be so bad, and then a blizzard happened and shut down the entire highway with everybody still traveling with like almost no warning, causing pile-ups, and people were like trying to walk back home and just had to leave their vehicles abandoned on the road. And that seemed crazy. With the lights that have cameras, is there some sort of internet connection going to the cabinet for the city to monitor them, and y'all got to go pull the pics from the cabinet? So, goodness, came off of his truck. But those cameras, yeah, so there can be, we could do telecommunications or fiber or something like that to the cabinets. Not something like that, it's either one of those two for the most part. And then that can link back. That dude's on a freaking bicycle. Screw that. But with telecommunications, radios and everything, it'll connect back to the office, the city office, the MDOT office, whoever. And you can actually see for the cameras that aren't for vehicle detection, those ones aren't going to be up. But the traffic monitoring cameras, if you go to mdottraffic.com, I want to say, go look at theirs, and you can see every camera that's up on their site, or up pretty much in the state, that's on the highways and state-owned roads. You can see on their website, and you can follow like a live feed. Mississippi does it really well. Other states will sometimes just do like screenshots and they'll update it every few minutes. Some other states do it really well as well. But Mississippi does a fantastic job on traffic monitoring systems, ITS systems in the state, and we're trying to advance that further as well. And they continue to invest, and they're doing a great job. As even though a lot of people will say, here's a little accident we got right here. Turn the camera, see if I can't turn it a little bit for y'all to see better as I come through. But got one guy in a ditch. It looked like he was trying to make a U-turn, or, you know, in these weather conditions, who knows what they were trying to do. But yeah, didn't make it too far. Honestly, I got some straps in the truck. That tow truck just kept on driving. I don't know if he could have got set up. He's hanging down there a little bit. Ooh. And that's why you should stay off the roads today. I don't have a long enough strap, or I'd almost want to help him out. Just get hooked up and see if I couldn't pull him back. Though granted, that looked pretty rough. Square y'all back up a little bit. Stay safe on the roads. Build a traffic light, Dr. Snowman. When I get back home may play with the kids a little bit in the snow, but it ain't gonna be long. I don't like it. The cold weather is not my cup of tea. But this is, you know, once in a decade almost snowstorm that we'd have here, if not longer. We rarely get this much going on. Just about once in a decade. That one in 2015 was probably the worst one. There's been a couple more ice storms down here since, but the only one that's really comparable to this. -1 in Milwaukee. No thank you. I'm sure y'all enjoy though up there. If you're prepared, you got all the clothing and everything for it, that'd be good. I don't have any base layers or anything on, so I get outside and I'm just immediately freezing cold. Try to get back in this right lane. Snowfix light doctor. That would be cool. Build a whole traffic light doctor snowman. Be good for the video. Good for a video. Oh, the Waffle House is still open. That place is packed too. Even though O'Reilly's, but them jokers don't close for anything. The battle of good and evil could be happening outside, and they're staying open. -6. That's just not fun. 100 people in here, by the way, dude. I like y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to like the live and share it. Do whatever. Hope y'all are enjoying. Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. My goodness. Tell you what, it's not often that it's like this. And it's fun. It's pretty, I guess. Kind of makes me envious of some of y'all guys up north all the time, but only for a few days out of the year. Goodness, there's a lot more than I expected to happen. Oh, that Taco Bell, that sounds good, but I don't think they're open. Yeah. I think gas stations would be the only thing open today at this point. Why don't people turn their headlights on when it's snowing or raining? So I think automatic headlights will typically do so, and that's becoming more and more oftenly equipped in vehicles. But then people, you know, some people forget to turn them on. They definitely should, though. I know it's law. It's a law in most states, especially when raining. Nah, Rouse's wasn't open, babe. I didn't see them open. And do any of our traffic lights have backup generators or UPSs for an event of a power outage? Yes, sir. We've done a handful on the last project, and we also got like 10 to 14 more we're about to be doing for the city of Gulfport. And there was another job that I believe we won that has maybe 20 or 30 more that we're doing. So around here where we're at right now, Ocean Springs, they're about to get a big widening job soon. It's in the works where they'll probably do some UPS systems, but not everywhere around, but most will. And actually what's been working out for the city here recently a lot, that they've been buying Jackeries, keep battery powered. Jackery's the brand, but it's just like a portable battery powered device that you can even hook up a solar panel to. If you do it with a solar panel, it won't run the intersection the whole time, especially at night. But that Jackery, when it's fully charged, they'll get like 8 hours of time. Dang, we got another incident over here. Gonna be hard to see, but there is a vehicle in that ditch down there. You can see that tow truck operator shaking his head that he has to be out here, but I'm sure they're making a killing this week or today. They are stuck in that ditch. But UPS systems more and more common, but we just don't have a huge amount around here. But we will be working on them, and more videos to come on those as well. Yep. A lot of them, they can flash for a lot longer or even stay operational for a handful of hours. And that Jackery, forget the size he said, I guess it's pretty much the same as a generator. And a generator, we can pop out there, and as long as we keep fuel on it, it'll keep running. A full tank on them will last a few hours, and then, but keep it full, keep it cranked up, and that generator will run an intersection without an issue. I think in Missouri you need to have headlights on and wipers are being used. Yeah, wind wipers are being used. Yeah, that's smart thinking. What's crazy too, if I turn off my windshield wipers, the heater is blowing it hot enough on the windshield, but if I don't wipe it every now and again, it ices up. You can kind of see where it's icing up really quick. Man, I'm telling you, visibility is pretty low. You can't see. The windshield wipers are annoying, I will tell you that. Almost want to run into this store. I'm about to just leave y'all in the truck and I'm gonna run into this gas station and buy me an energy drink. I almost want something warm, but I kind of want something cold now. It's hot in the truck, but I know the moment I step outside the truck, I'm going to say different. Yeah, let me run into this gas station and get a Monster. That sounds what's needed right now. Still in 4 high, I gotta remember that. But y'all are just gonna watch me run in and could give me time to charge the GoPro. I'm hoping that this thing, the camera doesn't overheat. The GoPro's like pretty known for doing that. And babe, quick, you need anything? I'll turn the windshield wipers off for y'all. Plug y'all in to where it can hopefully stay going. It's supposed to charge, but I don't know if it is charging. We're at a Circle K. 27 below in the morning. That's wild. Y'all are crazy. Stay warm out there. Well, I don't think this thing's charging either way. My GoPro isn't. That sucks. It was charging the one time I've used it like that. That dude walking out eating a hot dog. Hot chocolate would be nice. I think I'm going for the Monster Energy though. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, my door's frozen. cold out there. Oh. Do I look goofy walking back? I feel like I do. I guess y'all have a little delay to me, from what I'm seeing at least. Glad to see myself walk back out. Really, Ed, I can't get this GoPro to charge. I think it's because of the temperature of it. Maybe a little too hot. I hope live ain't lagging or anything else like that. Let me adjust it. And this is good to show just, you know, anybody that's out there wanting to go out and the whole 9 yards, hopefully this takes your mind off of it a little bit. Light Traffic Light Doctor, you may remember me making you the 2019 Chevy DOT truck. I will put an ad out and hopefully people will come. Oh yeah, sweet dude, make it happen. Man, I've been actually, for games that would be kind of fun to play and live stream on YouTube, because me and the wife, we still play like Fortnite and whatnot, but I haven't been going live on that recently. I don't know if that's what anybody wants to really watch. But there was a game I saw, I think it's Farming Simulator, but it's a mod to it. And truck definitely doesn't turn very well in 4-wheel drive. Like skipping a beat. Glad there ain't a lot of traffic coming in, because I cannot not make wide turns right now. But it's Farming Simulator, and there's some mods to it that you can do, like traffic control stuff and everything. Well, an error is popping up for it saying charging paused because of temperature, camera temperature. And guys, we're supposed to get hours more of this. So just, I mean, we may come and look. We may go out and look later again today and maybe do this again. Obviously, we're still at it. We're gonna turn right up here. But we're supposed to get like half a foot of snow, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling like we almost got that already, at least in some areas. Maybe not 6 inches total. I mean, there's at least 2 to 3 piled up in some areas that I can see. Yeah, it'll work eventually. It definitely will. I got other batteries and everything, but if I swap, I gotta get some of that Circle K pizza. Dude, just because there was one point I was in, I need to get back into them and do some of these blue collar food reviews. I feel like there's a handful of y'all that like that. But pizzas, gas station pizzas, Circle K is not one of them. Not very good. Even though you said that, but I'm just gonna ignore your answer. Right there, Circle K pizza is pretty bad. But Hunt's Brothers Pizza and it's Flying J, but whoever Flying J is with as well. Flying J and Loves, maybe Pilot. Hunt's Brother and those. That's like the best gas station pizza. So, and Hunt's Brothers like over the top. I think almost overtakes it because of the value. But then the Flying J pizza is really good too, quality wise. Heavier snow in the next hour or so, as per WLOX. So yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of snow coming down. We're already getting a bunch. This is already more than I expected and intended. Is that Anthony right there? It is not. That was one of the workers too. That guy's driving the wrong side of the road. You make it happen though, brother. Yeah, it's Pilot J, Flying J. Yeah, Pilot J. Pilot and Flying J pizza has the best. Yeah, those two right there, and I've had a lot. Like, you know, we travel a lot, we do a lot. a lot of gas station pizza. There, somebody called, said like the Godfellow pizza, whatever it is from the, what did you say there, Pilot Flying J, so Love's, it has to be, that stuff's trash. Handful of times, they're all awful, but Pilot, Flying J, and Hunt's Brothers Pizza compares to, if not better, like I think I'd take Hunt's Brother Pizza over Domino's, Papa John's, whatever, most of the time. I'm into either CC's, Domino's, or Little Caesars. Little Caesars, I love that you mentioned that, because Little Caesars is awesome. Sub 5 minutes coming out of the oven. You know, like, after 5 minutes of sitting, Little Caesars goes downhill so drastically. But fresh from the oven, their pizza's pretty good. I'll give them that. God, we can just sit here and talk about pizza for a while. CC's, you know, I don't like the buffet prices they have anymore for the quality of their pizza and stuff. So, like, other pizza buffets definitely contend a lot better to CC's. But when they used to do that $4.99 with a drink or $3.99 with a drink or whatever, it used to be so cheap to go eat CC's pizza. Then obviously that stuff was great, but I think it's just a little overpriced nowadays. It's almost like $10 a person if you get a drink with it. Oh, see, you said Casey's. I've had that. I don't love it. It's not terrible, it's edible, but you know, just not on the top part. Quick Trip, for value, a full pizza is like $10, and it may be double the size of a Hunt's Brothers Pizza. The amount of food you get from a Quick Trip pizza is almost unmatched for the amount you pay. And you know, we would have crews of me and 2 or 3 other guys, and I would stop by when we were doing that job in Pearl 49 and Highway 80. There's a Quick Trip on the corner of it, and I'd buy them a pizza every day for lunch, just about. It's $12. Come out there and one pizza would feed everybody. And the inspector half the time, you know, we'd be giving him, and hell, the homeless people would walk by and they can grab a slice or 2. But you eat like 1 or 2 slices of that pizza and you're feeling pretty good. Your sinuses don't agree with the pizza? Yeah, that's crazy. Macy's? I don't think I've ever had that. Yeah, I guess that would be an up north thing for sure. I'd love to. Again, I need to start doing the blue collar food reviews again and just kind of get back into it. And especially it makes everything else easier to create videos around whenever I'm constantly doing ones. And those are ones where, you know, you can stop at a gas station, pick up something and be like, hey, you know, quick, convenient snack. And that's what the whole series was trying to be about, was like, want it to be affordable, and I want it to be like convenient, something you would go snag on your lunchtime and not end up taking your entire lunch just to get the food and eat. So those videos, I'll have to bring them back. Maybe make long form, you know, videos, or maybe introduce it into the workday videos, like our lunch times and stuff, and then can and then we'll incorporate it into a short as well. These lane lines are gone right now. Can't see much of anything. Just hope the traffic lights are lined up well enough, you know. That may be old Dylan, it looks like, maybe. You derailed the stream. Nah. Dude, I love getting sidetracked. I mean, hell, we're like, yeah, over almost an hour in, just driving around and hanging out, looking at the traffic lights, and I'm all in to start talking about some. And it's lunchtime, and I haven't eaten lunch today, so, you know, I can talk about food for a while now at this point. We can keep on ranting about it. I don't think there's a lot open besides the gas station, so whatever the wife's got going on cooking at home right now is what we're going back to enjoy, get our way back home. dang, it is getting thick. I agree with over 6 inches. Whoever is just saying 6 inches of snow is gonna be out of their mind. It's been like somewhat heavy snowfall all day since this morning. And then I've triple checked what it says. I think up to like 3 or 4 o'clock, maybe even later now. Somebody just said 6 o'clock in the gas station that is supposed to continue downpour. So we'll get close to a foot of snow, which is bonkers. You know, I don't see this place. The Gulf Coast is about to be shut down, and I don't think it's going to go above freezing tomorrow. If it does, maybe midday tomorrow. So I mean, we're going to be shut down for at least until Thursday. There's no doubt in my mind. And by saying us, work-wise, so don't really expect new videos, but maybe we'll keep doing the lives and stuff. Maybe we'll go live playing some Fortnite or something with the wife tonight. But man, I can't see working in this. This is bonkers right now on here. And again, it's one thing when you're up north, people prepare for this kind of weather. They have the right kind of tires, they have the right kind of vehicles, and the whole 9 yards. Us down here, we do not. None of this is good to be out in. Pre-collision avoidance thing. Oh, it's getting canceled right now. Boy. Tell you what though, kids are going to be happy. I'm sure they've been back outside a bunch trying to make snowball fights and everything else, the whole 9 yards. Going on. No, they close down whenever you hint at like below freezing temperatures, and the schools around here will start closing down. So they've been preparing for it. They were already off for MLK Day yesterday, where the schools were shut down for that, and then they extended it till today, and I'm about positive they're gonna extend it out tomorrow as well. Very much would doubt Thursday though. I think all this will be gone by Thursday. At least won't be able to stick anymore. I don't think it's gonna go above freezing and then below freezing again. I feel like I'm just driving in the middle of the road right now though, I will say. But the people are getting behind me and not trying to pass, so I think we are driving in the middle of the road. But you just create the path and you just keep going on the path. I'll tell you what, this is the prime time where cops won't pull your ass over for almost anything. I saw a guy run when I was sitting there at 57 and Highway 90. I watched a guy mess up and start driving when the left turn lanes went green and cut off everybody that was on the oncoming side of traffic, and made them stop like in the middle of the intersection while they were trying to make a left turn. And he kept going, ran the red light, the whole 9 yards. Again, there's reasons for it. The conditions of the road right now is the reason he probably wasn't mindful. But a cop was at the intersection at the time, watched the near miss, even turned around and just never pulled him over or anything. Just said, screw that, I'm not getting out in this weather. I'm sure he learned his lesson going across and everybody honking at him and him being scared and causing an accident. But just drive home safe, and that's what everybody's wanting around here. Yeah, it's sub 20s. Or I know outside it feels like it's less than 10 degrees, and then my dash says 25 degrees right now. And it always says typically a little bit over the temperature in the truck. Northern Maine, I'm sure you get this pretty often. Very often, I would almost bet. Coming in nearing an hour on the live. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. You know, if y'all want to become members, make sure to become members. I think it's like $1.99 and get some cool badges, and you know, your comment sticks out a lot more if you do. But you don't have to. Subscribe though, that's free for sure. And every bit helps. I appreciate y'all for sure on this. And I'm hoping y'all are enjoying. Yeah, y'all are used to it. Hopefully you don't have to be out in work in it, you know, or find some shop things to do instead of be out on the road. I know emergencies don't really allow that. Now we're off the road a little bit, but I know we're trying our best today to avoid any of the emergency calls. If police departments or anything call us about a light, we're not responding until much later. I'd be out there. I'd kind of actually happy to. This video, dude. Probably make a funny video or a good video. People would love that. You can see there is some snow finally starting to collect on the visors, but I don't think we're going to get enough snowfall to actually cover up any of the indications on the traffic lights. About to say, I may be wrong. No, definitely not. It's maybe if it was, maybe besides the snow is just going sideways right now. We're getting a little bit of buildup, but not enough yet. That's what I was almost hoping to get a good video of, because I know it would perform well, but if there's some indications covered by the snow. But we just don't get enough snow. I'm trying to look on the other side. There definitely is starting to build up in there. I don't know if it'll snow long enough to build up to stay blocked up on the indications. Yes, sir, the green light was out. All this right now, right here that we're driving on, this is Highway 57. And it is owned by MDOT, so they got it. They typically handle the maintenance on their stuff, but if they needed us to, we would. They'd call us and we just bill them out for it. But dang. And the more north we go, you can see the heavier the snowfall is starting to become. It's definitely getting there. I'm out in Ohio right now. I'm a truck driver. Dispatch sent me the load. I'm dropping off last minute. Be safe out there, brother, man. I mean, if it's bad enough, just use your best judgment, man. Don't be out there playing in the snow or driving in any of this. See too many videos of it, man. The people's Amazon packages can wait an extra day. You know, just be safe out there. Man. Who would have ever thought you'd see the Arctic freaking tundra down here in the Gulf Coast, Mississippi? At this point, this is definitely the most I've ever seen in my life. I almost want to get out show y'all. There's little open areas at this gas station here. We're gonna pull into here, play in the snow for a moment. Golly. See if we can maybe figure out how much is built up right here and how much we've got. Let's get out and look, and then we're gonna end the live on that. Let me put the beanie back on because it's cold. Alright, kind of always a pain in the butt to get this GoPro. It's definitely warm. That's why it's just having charging issues. Woo! We're back, guys. I'm actually sweating right now. Just put the beanie back on. It's definitely hot. So that doesn't help whenever you just text it on there and turn the live off. Oh my goodness. Almost should have put the sunglasses on. This is wild right now. Alright, I'm putting the chat down. Oh, look at this stuff right here. We're definitely, we're that deep, my entire finger, you know, so we're already a few inches. Y'all can clearly see. Hell, I got a tape measure. Look at this ice is frozen to the side of the truck. Oh my. Oh, that's why when I turn, I'm hitting all that and junking it up. Let me grab my tape measure out real quick. Let's see how much snow we have gathered up right now. Boy, messy back seat. All right. Let's get up here, get to a good spot. Really should have like better shoes for that. We are at about 3.5 inches so far. So we have gathered 3.5 inches of snow. Bonkers. It's freaking bonkers. And you could tell, I mean, all this underneath this layer right here, all that's ice. So traveling on this stuff, extremely dangerous, especially when you don't get a lot of vehicles to keep traveling over certain areas. It just ices over. But right here, this would be a great place for a snowball fight. It's cold. Guys, for the live, do I need to make a snow angel right behind me in this field? And would y'all be able to see me? If I look at my phone and somebody said yes, I'm gonna be disappointed. I hope y'all are gonna be able to see me. All right, guys, to end the live, I think we just have to, right? We have to go out there in that little field. Let me put the camera right here, and I hope y'all can see me. I'll just go make a snowman, snow angel, whatever you call it. I really don't want to. Oh, connection lost too. Oh, dude, that's such a bummer. We got one made. I hope I didn't go too far. It did say connection lost, but I hope y'all saw that. My hands are frozen right now. Should have put on some gloves. Let's get back in the truck, and then I'm gonna end this thing. I really do appreciate y'all watching. Damn, I am covered in snow. I gotta kick myself off first. Whew. Man. All right, screw it, I can't hold it in now. I gotta go get back in the truck. Oh man, there's so much snow on my jacket too. Covered in it. I hope it didn't. Dude. Gonna get the work truck all covered in it. Would I have to redo it? Man, did it. Y'all gotta tell me now, did y'all see the snow angel? Okay, y'all did. Somebody said y'all did. Oh man, all right. I appreciate y'all for watching. Yeah, love y'all. Bye. I don't know how to turn it off, honestly. Can't feel my fingers. Somewhere. How do I hit end? Did it end?